Ah, yes, Nintendo leaks. This is where I think Nintendo leaks should go. Yeah, there's been a lot of leaks circling the internet as of late about the Nintendo Switch 2, or as people are calling it, whether the name is going to be the Attach or it's going to be something else entirely, and the specs of it and how it's going to have a kajillion gigabytes of RAM in it, or none at all, and it's going to be terrible. We don't know. Nobody really knows. Nintendo's been pretty tight-lipped about this. They have confirmed that there is going to be a successor of the Nintendo Switch, but we have no idea what it is, what its codename is, and we're just left here speculating. And a lot of these leaks aren't really that trustworthy. I mean, we go back in time, back into 2016, when people were leaking the Switch originally with codename NX. People were saying it's gonna be more powerful than a PS4, and it's gonna be as powerful as an Xbox One, or whatever, and it's gonna be able to play all the latest games and be able to run Final Fantasy VII Remake when that comes out, and those were all bogus. They were lies.
So that was a lie.
I remember when the Switch 2 leaks, when I first saw them, and they were making the rounds, and people were saying it's gonna have dual screens. Yeah, totally. I can. Yep, two screens. You know what? Let's add 3 screens. 12 screens. It's gonna have 12 screens. Yep, we're gonna have 12 screen Switch. It's 12 times the resolution of everything.
16 times the detail.
It's gonna be more powerful than a PS5. Yes, just look at this beauty. But yes, people were saying it's gonna have a double screen, dual screen, and I'm like, no, probably not. I mean, why would Nintendo arbitrarily increase the price of this system? Like, I feel like Nintendo likes to keep their prices down when it comes to their systems and not really charge too much. There was also recently a leak about the specs of the system, how it's gonna have 12 gigabytes of RAM. And people were freaking out. Oh, I can't believe it's gonna have only 12 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, you explain that to a Nintendo fan, what RAM is.
What's the recommended amount of dedicated RAM?
It also seems like a very Nintendo move to have 12 gigabytes of RAM, where like the Steam Deck and other portable gaming devices that are coming out, like the PC handhelds, are aiming for 16 gigs of RAM, while Nintendo's like, we'll do 12. What do Nintendo fans know about RAM? Turns out, not much. There's also been rumors of what the code name for the new system's gonna be, and some person was like, it's gonna be called Muji. Yeah, Muji, huh? That's what it's gonna be called? Yeah, so apparently there's been leaks about the code name for the new Switch, and one term was thrown out about Muji, and that was kind of quickly debunked. Where codename Muji, it would basically mean no brand quality goods. Really? No brand quality? You couldn't be a little bit more, you know, creative in coming up with the name? That's what you did? So then the leaker then backtracked on that and said, no, that was a placeholder. Instead, its codename is Ounce. Yeah, Ounce. Yeah, I got an ounce. I got an ounce to sell you. Here's your ounce. And this all stems from apparently a firmware update that happened last year where all of this leaked. And it very well could be any of this. It's all speculation at this point, and that's what makes it so much fun. We can speculate on what the new Switch is gonna be, guys, and we can start coming up with random names. I can come up with random photoshops about this, and no one will be the wiser or call me out on this, right? Yeah, this is definitely the new Switch that I'm looking forward to. Codename Ounce, baby. Yeah. As Nintendo fans, I get it. We're pretty starved for any new information about the Switch or anything at this point. The only thing we got so far this year was Endless Ocean. And I'll tell you else what I got that is endless. Depression. Yeah, Endless Ocean was definitely not for me. It's a game that is pretty much a snooze fest for me. But I can understand if other people like it. Like, I understand how other people like pain. I get it. I really do. But we've been really starved for new information this year regarding the new Switch, and we haven't seen anything. So a lot of us are just seeing what these leaks are about. And it's probably why I'm talking about it, because there's nothing going on, Nintendo. God damn it. But this isn't the first time we had to speculate about rumors and leaks. I mean, Nintendo, they got some leaks going on.
What is this? There's a wetness coming from my pants. I see it. What is it? Oh God, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Look, it's got you too. Are you getting this? Make sure the camera is getting this. Definitely some paranormal activity. It's warm and moist. A warm, moist sensation that's moving down my left thigh. Look, it's starting to form a pool around the floor now. Are you getting this?
No, not that kind of leaks. Nintendo is no stranger to leaks, whether it's bits of a video game getting leaked, or specs of a system that they're coming out with getting leaked, or an entire freaking video game getting leaked. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Tears of the Kingdom. I have no idea how Tears of the Kingdom got leaked 2 weeks before release and was completely playable on the internet through an emulator. Having to dodge those spoilers was a time.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
What?
But Nintendo's been pretty tight-lipped recently, and not a lot of cracks are showing. You know, there haven't been that many leaks, and I think that's why there's so many bogus rumors out there lately, just talking about nonsense that what the Switch is doing. But also, there's some believable ones, like the specs for the system. It's believable that the system would be PS4 Pro level of quality and have 12 gigabytes of RAM. I can totally see something like that. I feel like that's something Nintendo would do. Now, where we have something like a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, 12 gigabytes of RAM doesn't seem like much, but for the Switch, it's somewhat of a decent leap, going from 4 gigabytes on the original to 12. And it seems like something Nintendo would do to undercook their console a bit to keep it competitively priced. You know, it definitely seems like in the realm of possibility. There also talks about having a bigger screen on it, and also new Joy-Cons that have a microphone. Maybe these leaks are real. Maybe all of it's real. Maybe I'm being leaked right now. Maybe my phone is being leaked. My DMs are being leaked. The other leak that's been making the rounds recently was the Nintendo Attach. So a couple months back, there was a YouTube survey being asked to see what, people would be more willing to buy. What video game console they'd be more willing to buy. It was PS5, and then there was an Xbox, and then Nintendo Attach. Now, this could have been a mistake on YouTube's part, just putting a wrong name, or maybe whoever, put in the survey and naming it wrong. But it can also be a slip-up from Nintendo, who freaking knows? But I really don't think this would have been a slip-up from Nintendo or YouTube on that part. But it's also a name that I can absolutely see Nintendo making, it's called the Nintendo Attach. Attach this screen on it, this third screen, this 16 screens.
16 times the detail.
Yeah, I can definitely see them doing something like that and naming it the Attach. Which, now I think about it, it could be cool, but I don't know. Like I'm saying, it's speculation at this point. They can be considered leaks, but I can't say what it is. And now, I like to speculate. I think speculating on these systems can be fun, like to say, oh, this is what I think it might look like. It could have this, it can have that. Getting excited for the next system, whether it's Nintendo, PlayStation, or whatever you're into. I like to speculate on things like this. And there's a lot of interesting videos out there where people are even rendering out their own stuff. My friend rendered out his own things, and it was really cool to see, certain, artist renditions of what they think the Switch might look like and whatnot. And I think that's a really interesting video idea, or an interesting idea overall. But I also think it's crazy the amount of leaks on the internet right now talking about whether it's the code name for it, the name, it's gonna have a cajillion screens, or it's gonna, or the specs. And some of them seem more, reasonable, like seeing the specs on the machine. It seems like something Nintendo would absolutely do, seeing the 12 gigabytes of RAM and whatnot. But that's it from me. I just wanted to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 leaks and rumors and things like that, and call out some of the ones that are more egregious that just make no freaking sense. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that. Tell me what you think down below in the comments, whether I'm an idiot or you know, what leaks have caught your eye and things like that. And I'll see you in the next one. Please be a